The state of the economy is not good. It isn't. Right? So people are looking. That's why people are coming online. Every day you have more people coming online because they're looking for a way out. And they're trying A, and they're trying B, and they're trying C, and they're trying all these things. And unfortunately, they end up in the same place with failure after failure after failure. So it's important, folks. It's important that we understand what Onpassive is. It's important to realize that it is real. Okay? It is something that is viable. It is something that is feasible. It is something that is going to get you to your destination. It's important because if you don't believe that it's going to do all that for you, then what are we doing here? Right? What are we doing here? But once you have that belief and understanding, but we're not talking about blind belief, right? We're not talking about, well, I believe because Dr. Derek believes. Well, I believe because Irene believes. I believe because patient. No, we're talking about you having a full understanding for yourself. So therefore it builds up your confidence in what you're involved in. So it starts with customers. It starts with understanding that instead of people using companies like Udacity or Udemy, right? People be able to use Academy, right? Once people start to understand that the e-learning platform is a juggernaut, it's a massive industry. So if you're involved in that industry, don't you think you'll be able to make some money, right? How many times we've heard people complaining about Gmail or their Yahoo account, right? So instead of using Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail or Outlook or whomever, people will be able to use Mail. Customers will be able to come to Onpassive and get an Mail account, right? You have individuals who are marketers, right? So they like to use bulk mailers. So they want to send out, 10 million emails, 100 million emails. They want to send out a lot of emails. So they cannot do that from their regular email account. So instead of customers using, a company such as JMailer Pro, guess what? They'll be able to use Onpassive's Post, right? And the list goes on and on, folks. Instead of using Zoom or Skype or AnyMeeting or any one of those companies, they'll be able to use Connect. Instead of going to GoDaddy and get a domain name, they'll be able to get it from Onpassive's domain. You see how that works, folks? Instead of using Bitly or Blink to trim their URL, right? The URL that I used to come into this meeting today was trim, right? You understand, folks? Once we start to understand how all of this makes sense, right? That all these products that I just mentioned, guess what? There's something in the marketplace right now that people are using, people are buying, and they're paying for it month after month after month. Is that a good thing? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's a good thing, right? That's what we want. You want to be able to engage in a business where there's products that people want. There's a demand for it, right? If there's a demand for something and you're able to supply that demand, guess what? You make money, right? People always want to talk about money, 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 money. Okay, but do you understand how is the money made? It's not made out of thin air, right? There has to be something, a real mechanism in order for a sale to occur. And as long as you have sales, you're going to be making money, folks. It really is that simple, right? Dr. Derek mentioned about the digital transformation, right? Having a domain name, that's how you get a piece of the digital real estate, right? It's important, folks. Those of you who may not understand marketing, it's important to have a unique domain name when you want to promote something. It's important, okay? You don't want to have, Amway / Michael Williams. That's not the link that you want to have. You don't even want to have Onpassive / register / blah, blah. You don't even want that. You want to have a unique domain name like Automatic Internet Millionaire or Get Rich in 5 years or whatever it is. You want it to be something that is unique, meaning no one else has it. Okay? That's branding. Okay? It's very, very important. And that's what you're going to have with your Onpassive business. Right? So where are we? Where are we in all this process? Right? We know that we had a pre-launch phase, okay, where people were allowed to come in as founders. Right? I know it was mentioned that yes, you gave people an opportunity, you showed them the offer, gave them your links, all that stuff, and a lot of them weren't interested. Guess what? It's okay. It's okay that they were not interested, right? Because not every single person is meant to be a founder, right? We've said this many, many times. So if I spoke to 10 individuals about Onpassive because I'm so excited about it, right? And only 2 of them decide to come in and the other 8 didn't, it's okay. I don't get upset. I don't get disappointed. It's okay. The 2 who came in were meant to become founders, and the other 8, guess what? They'll still have a chance not to be a founder, but they can become a customer thereafter and or a reseller, right? So all is not lost for those individuals, okay? There is a loss, but all is not lost, right? That's the difference, okay? That's the difference. Now, if I want to win at something, wouldn't you want to win big, right? If you want to win at something, would you want to win big or do you want to win small? Right? So by becoming a founder, guess what? You're going to win big. Those who come in afterwards and become a customer, they're going to win, right? But depending on what they're using the products for, more than likely, they're not going to win as big as you, because you being a founder will also be a customer and a reseller. So you're getting the best of all the worlds, right? But all is not lost for them. Okay, so it's okay. So those who didn't join you on this journey, it's all right. They just weren't meant for the journey. Okay, but you were. That's why you made the right decision to get in. Okay, so we went through all that pre-launch stuff to get stuff ready to the point where we are, because everything that is being done is for Onpassive, whether it's Go Founders, old founders, everything that's being done is for Onpassive, which is the final version of what you see today. Okay. So when you're in your back office, oh, well, I couldn't get in. The site was down for an hour or whatever. It's because things are being done, right? It's a good thing. When you get an email and the email says to you, you need to go and re-sign your NDA, okay, that's a good thing. These are all the things that are being done to get us ready for the next phase. We say that no one gets left behind. So you want us to go and open the door right now? And then there are many that I'm aware of, many that have not signed the NDA or have not gone back to re-sign it, right? You email people, say, hey, did you get the email? You need to go re-sign your NDA. And then you check your back office, right? And you see they still haven't signed it or re-signed it. You understand? So the company's giving people that time to do all that while they continue to do the work that's necessary to get us to the point where we can start selling products, because that's what it's all about. We need to be selling products. Okay? We need to be selling products so that you can make the income that you're looking for. Right? But we're getting there. So all of that is being done in the back office. When you see, different changes in old founders, again, eventually you're going to see all the changes done that is needed, and then one name comes off and another name goes on, right? Instead of old founders, now what you're going to see is Onpassive. So think of everything that you see going on, all the changes, just think that that's just a preparation for Onpassive. That's all it is, folks. It's not like we're gonna go through old founders and then stop. Okay, now we're gonna start going through all the preparation, all the work for Onpassive. No, it's one and the same. Okay, it's one and the same. Those of you who have support issues, I can't log in, I'm not getting the access code, whatever issue you may be having, okay, no need to panic. Okay, when everything is ready within old founders, the company's gonna set aside time They will set aside time to make sure that whatever issue you're having is taken care of. So you could have one day, for example, that anyone who has an access code issue, okay, that's the day to get that all done and taken care of for people. Okay, you have another day where, okay, anyone that for whatever reason can't sign their NDA, etc., let's spend a whole day, right, to make sure every single person is taken care of, right? So the point here is that don't panic. Okay, stay calm, relax, take it easy. No one's gonna leave you alone. You don't need to email the person you sent in the issue to 10 times. I just want to remind you, it's okay. They're all of them, every single thing's gonna be taken care of, right? And once that door opens, folks, that's when your life financially, right? Financially is going to change. Because I know that people join Onpassive to make income, right? People looking to make money. People want to pay their bills. I understand that people are having bad situations right now. A lot of people are, right? As we mentioned about the economy, okay? But guess what? When that door opens up, okay? When that door opens up, you'll receive the income that you're looking for. And it is coming, folks. We're not talking 3 years down the road, 2 years down the road. We're not talking any of that, right? Just understand that we have a caring CEO and he's working tirelessly for you, for me, for all of us. Isn't that a good thing that you actually have someone doing the work for you? Okay? Many of you have heard me do a presentation or Q&A always talking about, you know, if I want my grass to be cut, right? I pay someone, let them go cut my grass. It's a beautiful thing knowing that my grass is taken care of without me having to lift a finger. It's a beautiful thing. When winter comes on and my snow needs to be shoveled, it's a beautiful thing to know that the snow is taken care of. Can you imagine going outside and you have to go shovel 1,800 square feet of snow? Can you imagine that? I don't want to do that. So guess what? You pay someone to do it. Okay, Onpassive, right? Do you want to spend every waking moment marketing, answering questions, following up with people, right? Do you want to be doing that? Even if you have the ability to do it, do you want to be doing it? I have the ability to do it. I don't want to be doing that. Not anymore, right? Because it takes a lot of time, folks. Day in, day out, this is what you're doing, all right? It's a beautiful thing to understand that we have a company that have our back. So if the company has our back, then guess what? We should have the company's back, right? The company don't need us to defend or anything like that. I don't mean that. I'm just saying all we have to do is just relax, take it easy, know that our success is guaranteed, guaranteed. How many people can offer you guaranteed success and really deliver on it, right? So this is what we have here with Onpassive. So I am so grateful for this company, for the CEO, all the great leaders that we have on here, right? Because it takes all of us to make this happen. It's not one person, it's not two, it's not five, it's not 10. It's all of us. We are a community, we are a family, and we are making it happen for this generation and the next one and the next one and the next one, right? That's what we are doing, folks. So of course it takes time, right? But it's time well spent, and we're all going to benefit for it. Can you imagine walking into that store and not have to worry about, you have to look at the price, right? You just walk in, you need something, you just buy it. That's a beautiful thing. You're on vacation and the kids then want to go on some excursion. You're kind of do your calculator and check in, you know what I mean? You just say, yeah, sure, no problem, go ahead, right? You're able to live life as you want. That's what Onpassive is about. It's about changing the global scale, changing the way people perceive how life is meant to be, changing the way that we interact with each other. Instead of a me society, it can actually be where, no, we want to uplift our neighbor. We actually want to help someone. Instead of taking, we actually want to be a giver. We actually want to give and give and give. That is a beautiful society, folks, and it is possible. Okay, it is possible. And I believe that Onpassive is going to help make that happen for not everybody, but for those who will, those who recognize it, those who jump in, obviously for all founders, but we are the tiniest piece of the puzzle. But it's going to help, as we saw in the presentation by Dr. Derek, right? It's going to make things more cost effective. If you can save companies money, come on now, they're going to be with you for life, right? So that's what people are going to have. And individual marketers, right? They're always looking for ways to trim the fat. How can I minimize my costs, minimize my expenses? Because if I can do that, then that means I can increase my profits. Okay? Onpassive is going to do all of that for us and much more. Okay? So I look forward to answering the questions that you may have. And hopefully that gave you, a better perspective, maybe a clearer perspective on the business that you're involved in, because it is a juggernaut. It is a business that's going to transform your life. Okay, it's going to transform your life. You're going to see the difference. You're going to see the changes. Okay, and you're going to be better for it. Okay, back to you, Irene.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow.